Okay guys, this is the blanket in its current state. It's not changed much since I saw you last because I didn't get much done on it yesterday for varying reasons. But this is what it looks like in proper daylight, so I don't know if that's looking any different on your cameras. I'm sure Mum will tell me if it's any different on hers, but you can let me know if the colours are any different on yours. But I thought I'd get it done in daylight. You'll have another update in the few rows I have got done later, but just wanted to film this bit while I could in daylight, as yesterday was pouring down with rain, so I didn't get a chance to film it in daylight. So I hope this is helpful. Sorry it's not pulled out of the sides here, there's only one spare pair of arms at the moment, which again is my wonderful son. So I will start filming the 5D painting now, and then do some more on this crochet later, and hopefully give you an update on it. Okay, thank you then. Bye. Hi all, just about to start the 5D painting. So if I'm looking off screen, my camera on my iPod's over here and I'm looking over here. But I figured I'd talk to you this way and film from my actual camera the actual 5D. So it's mainly going to be switching and changing between the views. I hope that's okay. But I've got it all set up. I've actually just spent a very large amount of time just gently, because I don't want to tip in the other places, but I've got all my beads set up. I'll show you from the other camera, it'll be easier. But they're all in a little pot now. Took a while, a few little mishaps and spillage, but we got there. So I'm just going to turn the other camera on and do this one as well. So I'll be switching and changing between them both. So here's the beads, and you can see I've got them numbered. That is a number 1, believe it or not. I know from, at least from this distance, it looks like a number 2 on camera, but it is 1. My brain gave up, and apparently it goes 13, 15, 14. Luckily I realised before I stuck them down that I had those 2 numbers the wrong way around. I don't know what happened to my brain. It went on holiday apparently. But so yeah, we've got these all done now. So they're in a nice little lockable case, so I can just unlock to lift up, unlock it completely, I don't want it to send it flying, and there is all the pretty shiny beads. That one's empty because we only have 17 colours and this would have been block 18. See, some have a lot less and some have a lot more. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all comes out. But the grid's down here, you can just see. But what I'm probably going to do is pick an area and zoom in on that area, so you probably won't see all the beads as I'm going. Just makes it easier. So I'm going to just move that off to the side. Up there. And hope it doesn't go for a wander. Okay, so I've got my tool that I showed you the other day, and my little pot to put some of the beads in from the colour that I need, and my little wax. I've already got some glue in it because of my little mishap with beads earlier. It was easy to pick them up that way. I don't know. God, get the camera right. Can you sort of see the glue in there already? I don't know if I can do it on this one because I'm at an odd angle. There we go. There you go, you can still see the glue's already in there. I don't know how long this glue lasts. It doesn't give instructions for the time it lasts, so I'm just going to have to guess, I suppose, because first time doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is start down in this bottom corner here, just for ease of use. So just gonna go here. It's got some number 1s in it, so I am starting it in one way. So let's just adjust the camera down to that corner. My tripod doesn't go any lower, I'm afraid, so this is as close as we're gonna get, but I'll try my best. Unfortunately, my little Gorilla Pod one doesn't handle the weight of the camera tipped over, and it just falls over, which is not so good. So we're just gonna have that running, and hopefully you can see there's all the numbers and things in here. So Let's start with number ones, which we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of. So let's just scoop some up. Could have done with a little scooper because I've just sent them flying. What's the trick to that then? Somebody want to tell me? Because I've just put a load of them into the wrong colour. So I'll scoop it back up. This tool is super duper handy, I'll tell you. I think I might use this tool for bead sorting when I mess up my beads, to be honest. Because it'd be damn sight easier. I probably should turn off my wheelchair so I don't suddenly scoot away. I'm sat in my wheelchair simply because it's the comfiest seat in the house. I can't sit and do this at my sofa, and it's the next best thing. So I think I got all ones. How many got? 1, 2. Yep, so we should have a few good ones there. So you want to get them all up the right way. So you want all your little gems up the, see, now this is what you don't do. Don't be prepared after you've lifted this up. Prepare beforehand. See, I'm learning things already. So let's turn this over. Really could have done with my super duper awesome bendy tweezers. That's what I was looking for, tweezers. That would have been much easier to do it. But unfortunately, my children keep running off my tweezers. Every so often they return them. But my son likes to pluck his eyebrows, my middle one, because he has to look beautiful for everybody. And so every time I replace them, he runs off with some. Told me I'd buy new replacements for the last ones, and then he didn't. And then he eventually found the ones he'd borrowed off me, so he gave me them back. And then he nicked them back again. Because apparently that's what he likes to do. This is fun. This is blooming hard work, as you can see. What's the trick to this then? D, Nathan, give me some tricks. It's got a few over the right way. We can work with it, can't we? So we're just going to pull this back to where the ones are exposed, which hopefully you can see is just in this light patch here. That's where the ones are. So pick one up and stick it on down. Ooh. They stick to the base pretty simply. That's quite cool. I wasn't sure, as obviously they're being picked up by a glue wax system. I wasn't sure how well they'd stick to the base, but actually they're doing a really good job. I don't know how much you can see from the top with this angle, but hopefully it's not too bad. This is quite relaxing. Quite enjoying this. I've already got a big long list of other ones that I want to get. Is that really bad? I haven't even made one yet and I already have a list. I think it's about 20 on my list of ones I want to get so far, and I've only had a 5-minute look while looking for this one. Okay, so that's filled in the first lot of number ones, so I believe we're supposed to give them a little push down to make sure they're secure. So hopefully they are. Now, I don't know whether I should do the rest of that section or do these number ones here first, because they're in there. What do you reckon? Should we stick with ones for the minute? Save me getting extra out. One is try not to lean on the rest of it, because I don't want to take the stickiness away from it, you know. And it'd be just my luck I do. Trying to find the gems that are up that way, because obviously I only put enough gems up the right way for that first section. See, now I've been doing a bit of research, and these are supposed to last for about 10 years. I think that's pretty impressive for something so cheap. I mean, I don't know what your guys are, but this one was only £7.99, so you know, I think that's a bargain. Fun craft supplies, £7.99. See if I can turn them over. What is the trick to turning them over, people? Is it supposed to be lens? Oh, that worked. That turned that one over. Need one of those artist bridges that lay across your work so you don't get your wet paint wet up on your arm. You could do with that for working on the gluing sections of this, so that I don't touch it all. Shaking it really does line up. I guess that's what those ridges are there for. Seems pretty obvious when you think about it, but well, I wasn't going with obvious. What do you think? We can certainly see them anyway. I can't zoom in anymore. I should have used my Mac lens, micro lens, no, zoom lens. Really long lens. There we go. I don't know what it's called. I don't know much about cameras. I love using cameras. I'm just not down with the terms. But I have a really long one that really zooms in. I might see if I can get it a minute and see how it works. The lens just doesn't want to focus for some reason, so we're back to just hoping you can see on the smaller lens. So as you can see, we've done the white there and we're just working on the white here. I just need to get a few more gems. Let's get a few more. My husband's home now, so if you hear crunching in the background, he's enjoying some yummy toast. And yet not offered me anything to eat when I haven't eaten all day. Bagels. Oh, I'm sorry, they're bagels. Tesco's had a bunch of bagels reduced really cheap yesterday, and as my children and my husband love bagels, we got the bunch in. They won't last long enough to go out of date. They went out of date yesterday. They've already started on them yesterday. The second we walk through the door, they're like, ooh, bagels! So there's never a worry about them going mouldy. Not such the same thing with the gluten-free ones. They're not as good. They're awful. I don't know why anyone thinks gluten-free bread tastes good. Though we did buy me some, is it chia batter? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we bought me some chia batter rolls and cut them in half and put garlic butter on them and made my own garlic bread. And that wasn't too bad actually. I think the garlic helps with the awful flavour that is gluten-free bread. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. That one's out of line. Should we knock it over? Knock one out of line, you knock the other. Gotta press not so hard. But yeah, I'm still on the search for really good gluten-free bread. If anyone knows of any, do let me know. What I really need is gluten-free and vegan food. Anyone know of any pre-made meals like that? You can make your own, but you know, there are days I don't have time for that. And need just a quick meal, and I usually have to pick between gluten-free or vegan, which is a bit of a pain. Sometimes it's gluten-free or vegetarian because I can't even get a vegan version of what I wanted. Probably doesn't help with my favourite foods are pizzas and lasagnas and things like that. Right, so that's all of those number ones done. So what do you think? They're getting there, aren't they? So I don't know whether I should do all the number ones and then move on, or just work in sections. I planned on working in sections, but now I kind of want to do all the number ones. Can't win, can I? What do you reckon, darling?
I don't know.
Oh, he's useful as ever. I'll be right back. I just stopped. I'll have something to eat and drink, so I was feeling a bit... Okay, so I've decided I'm going to carry on with the number ones for a while, so I've got some more, so we're working on the horn, so I'll move the camera, she says. Good. Back up. So many adjustments to make. Nope, down. Okay, so, yeah. So the number one's just along this edge here. So that's where we'll be working next. So I think what I'm going to do is pull down from the top edge this time, and then my arm won't be resting on anything, will it? That would have been common sense. So just going to, hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to pop them all down. So the rest of this horn that's made up the line of ones I pointed out just now, but we also have H's and M's. What I just discovered while I was looking over the numbers and things in here is we actually only go numbers 1 to 8. Numbers 9 to 17 on the gems are actually A to L with no B, weirdly enough. In fact, there's no B or D, so it's a whole bunch. Oh, that's my tablet's alarm, sorry. Snooze that. Probably should have just turned it off, but I'll forget to take them, so it will go off again in 10 minutes if I haven't took them by then. Which, as some of you now know, me missing them is a very bad idea. So I need to take them, but let's just get this horn done. And then I'll switch off again and take my tablets and come back. This thing is going to be made in so many parts, but I think it needs to be, because as Denise over at Dear Designs has said, you kind of need to take a break. It gets a lot on the back. My back's already hurting and I've already done a few things, so I'm not sure how much we'll get done in this first session. What I might do is take a break, go and do some crochet on the blanket, and then come back to it later. But it depends on the light, because obviously we're chasing light. I'm sat in front of my window, which is why the light hopefully isn't too bad for you guys. But yesterday it was pouring down with rain all day, and though I had to go out in it, I couldn't film this when we come back because it was just too dark. So then we have a really nice throughway through the entire house for sunshine just to shine right through during the summer. On the winter it can actually get really quite dark, and to be honest, by the time I got back from town yesterday I was quite shattered. I had a bath and then went to bed really early, like 9 o'clock, which for us is really early because normally my husband's only just finished eating after work at 9 o'clock. So, and I took a sleeping tablet. The doctor gave me a higher strength this time, so I took that, and I think it did help. I woke up a few times during the night, but nowhere near like I used to, and I ended up with how many hours of deep sleep did I end up with in the end?
Hour and a half, hour and 40.
About an hour and a half, hour and 40, which for me is huge. You know, there's days where I'm lucky to get any deep sleep, so I think that really helped. I still feel shattered today, and apparently my cognitive abilities aren't on form as I can't count properly. But it's not too bad, so that's good. So there we go. So there's all the number ones done along the horn there. Sorry, I'm looking up, I'm looking at the other camera. I can't do this look there and point there, I can't make it line. Well, I did then, but whether I was when I wasn't looking, I don't know. Okay, so we have some more ones just in this bit here and here, and some more ones up and around here. we've got the little ones dotted around. So we're going to do the next closest ones here, as we're already on camera. I think I'll pull down again because I think that seems to be the best option, doesn't it? So the ones we're doing are here and just in here. So hopefully you'll be able to see them better once I've finished putting them on. Yeah, these ones are surrounded by F's and E's in the odd form, because most of the unicorn is different shades of grey. But I think it's going to look really pretty when it's done. So far I'm really pleased with this, it's working quite well. As you see, sometimes it pops the glue off, pops the gem off quite well, which is really nice. I don't know how well I'm lining these up, but we'll see when we start filling in whether I left a big enough gap, I suppose, won't it? No, me, I'm not. I'm hoping to have my head here. This video I'm looking at you now, I'm hoping to have that superimposed over the video that's filming the actual unicorn thing, so that I can both talk to you and show you this simultaneously. If not, well, you'll just hear my voice but you won't actually see me. But hopefully, a bit of editing, I should get it on there, so we'll see. A bit of fun editing we can try. Has anyone seen Designs 5D Teddy? And it come along lovely. I'm actually really looking forward to her VW camper van ones. That looks really awesome. Something I'm tempted to buy in and make for my son for his birthday or something. So his birthday is 15th of this month and we haven't got my present yet. So tempted to make him one. But we'll see. Okay, so that's all of the ones in that area. So let's just press that down here. That's doing pretty well, isn't it? Okay, so the next lot of ones are just up above his horn here. So we're going to do those next. I'll probably do these few here as well because there's not many of them, so yep, we can pull this back. Yeah, might as well do them there while I'm there. So is there anyone else thinking of trying 5D painting, which is it's diamond painting? I'm not sure what the 5 part's for, maybe because it's just got 3D, 4D, so now they wanted to do 5D. But I'm assuming the D is for the diamonds, which are really gemstones, but you know. I don't know. Anyone know? But I know that Jo has just had a surprise gift from her hubby of a cat 5D painting, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's turned out, because I think she was working on it yesterday. So I'm hoping she'll share some photos in the YouTube Facebook group so that we can see. She showed a photo of the actual cat canvas yesterday, so if you want to have a look, go and have a look. It's over on my YouTube Facebook group, which is Sonia Jones YouTube, so really simple to find. But yeah, she shared her cat painting, and I'm looking forward to see how that turns out because it looks so pretty. I think there's going to end up being quite a few of us doing it because we're all a little obsessed with crafts, I think, let's face it. It's actually nice to find other people who like more than one crafts, because the amount of people that say to me, why do you like so many? It's like, because they're crafts, they're fun, they're relaxing, they're enjoyable, you know. That's my eldest son home from work. He's just noticed his Pepsi from Booker, so he's happy. He's worked out the common sense. Send your parents the Booker to buy your supplies because it works out cheaper than going to Tesco's. It doesn't always work out cheaper, but on certain things it does, and the Pepsi is cheaper at Booker than it is at Tesco. So we tend to all buy our Pepsi from there now. That's the point, babe. Did you have a look at the printer paper at Booker?
Oh no, I forgot.
Gonna need some soon. If anyone's accessed their medical records online through the doctors after you filled out the form and showed them your ID, any idea how long it takes? Because I kind of need it reasonably soon, so it'd be handy to see. So here we go, that's that section finished. Give it a little press down. I'm sure you don't need to press it down this much, but I like to be better safe than sorry. But we pull this back and have a look. I think it's coming along quite nicely, isn't it? Okay, so we've got some more ones up along here. I've noticed some are just off camera, and some aren't. So what I might do is just move the camera a bit. So hopefully you can then see all of the bits I'll be working on. I'm sorry if my hand gets in the way at any point. I don't know, because obviously I'm not monitoring it all. Need some more white gems in a minute. Try not to lose them, they're going everywhere. Sorry, you can't see this on camera because I'm off to the side. I'm trying to minimise spillage because, well, I keep spilling them everywhere, which is not necessarily a good thing to be doing. There's one currently on my floor which we can't find because it now matches the new carpet. Well, the rug that looks like a carpet because it's so big. So that one will probably get run over from my wheelchair when I move it because I'm currently sat in it because it's comfier. But in order to get out of it, I'm going to have to roll it because I just swung my chair around and squeezed in. Right, let's hope that's enough for the minute. Give them a little shake and line them up. This was so much handier and I wish I'd worked that out first. Simple things, simple minds, hey? That's got a few of them done, so let's pull this back and then hopefully you can see all the bits. Ooh, sorry, knocking the camera there. So if you can see all the bits that we'll be working on next. So I'll start here. Yeah, so I'm guessing number one's basically the highlight across the unicorn. So sort of thing you'd normally paint last in an actual painting, but it's actually been marked as first in this type of painting, which is interesting because normally you do your base painting and everything and then you'd add highlights and lowlights last to help give it the shape and the 3D-ness. Whereas this time around, it seems to be doing all the highlights first. So it's a strange doing it the opposite way round. There's not too many white beads, so I don't think there's a huge amount, which would be not surprising, you know. If you had too many highlights, it no longer looks a highlight. but I'm pretty sure I'm still going to have a good reasonable amount of beads left over after this. I say beads, gemstones. Sorry if I keep saying beads. Yeah, there's probably going to be quite a few gemstones left, so I'm almost tempted to try to do some research and find out what the base glue is that's used on these, and then maybe paint my own picture, well, draw my own picture, and do my own gemstone 5D painting that's uniquely mine. Because I have loads of photos from gorgeous plants and things from days out, and butterflies and dragonflies, all that sort of stuff, which I think would look awesome as 5D paintings. So I'm going to have to see how you do it. Has anyone else got into this app? My niece and nephew showed me pixel art, and all it is basically paint by numbers done in pixels. I thought at first it would be rather childish, but actually there's some really good and really delicate pictures on there. You have to pay for some of them, which I won't do, but there's plenty of free ones to keep you going. And it's my current obsession when I'm just quickly have 5 minutes to spare is open up pixel art and have a little play. And it's surprisingly good fun. Me and my son are both doing it, as well as my niece and nephew. I've been having really good fun doing it, so you'll have to let me know if anyone else is doing any of them. Okay, so I'm getting there. So we've still got some more ones, so highlights all up along here, but I think you can see most of them on camera. Right, just go down ever so slightly more, so you can see a little bit more. Sorry if anyone's bored of watching this real time instead of sped up, but I thought it would be a good time to have a little old chat. Not that you can chat back, but I can chat to you and you can respond in comments. This might be a good thing to do during a live sometime. Maybe we could all do one while we're doing a live. Maybe we could do a 5D along, all get the same picture, do a live and all sit and pick at our diamonds at the same time. Or am I just sad thinking that would be fun? This is what happens when you have no friends come around and do real life things. You want to do it online with your friends. It just makes you sound a little crazy. No doubt my husband's currently shaking his head in agreement that I'm crazy. Yeah, he's smiling over there, he is. He probably thinks I'm crazy talking to myself right now. But the important thing is, I'm not answering myself, and that means I'm not crazy. Because you'd have to answer yourself to be crazy. Everybody knows that. The fact that I do answer myself once in a blue moon is more than the fact that I request a conversation with someone and they don't respond, so I respond for them. So it's not the same thing, is it? So we're on this bit here now. I really hope you can all see this with my big chunky hands in the way. Hopefully you can at least see where I put the gems each time I move them. Just give it a shake, lay some more flat down. I noticed on Amazon you can buy just the kits of the trays and tools and things. Is there a need for them, or is all of the ones that you buy going to come with their own, or is there some that only come with literally the piece of canvas and you need to supply your own? Because that would almost seem a little odd, but I don't know, because obviously they sell. Or is it people like I plan on doing, creating their own ones and so need the tools and things for that? I don't know. What do you reckon? Where next? So we go up here next, I think. I think I might stop after I've done all the ones because my back's starting to really hurt. So I think I could just... I lost that one. Did I drop it somewhere else or did it just not pick up? Starting to think it didn't pick up. I might need some more glue. Give it a keep going for a minute. Okay, and on this bit. I haven't been counting how many I'm putting on, and I can't be bothered to count back to whether it can give me an idea of how long this glue lasts, the waxy part on these pens. But what you can see, we'll just keep going until it runs out and refuses to pick up anymore. Simple, isn't it? So what's everyone else up to this weekend? I know certain husband has a birthday today. Is it today or tomorrow, Joe? So they're off doing birthday things, but I don't know what else you're all up to. No doubt Sean's having fun with Godric doing whatever his latest thing is. I had to laugh when he was going through the cars phase because I've been there. My son, well, he still is obsessed, but he was like super obsessed with cars. And we had so many cars, it was getting ridiculous. We're like, you know, you've got like 500 cars now, that's enough. He's like, no, not enough, need more. And I used to tell him to go up to bed, only time he couldn't get in his bed because he'd lined his cars up all in his bed. Now it's cuddlies, they're everywhere. Alright, just giving them a push down. Okay, so we've got the odd one in there, so we might do that, and we've got some ones here, so I might do them next. Are they on camera? They are just, aren't they? So we should be alright. Let's give this a shake. Okay. Let's put that single little one in there, and then the few we've got to go in here. I don't know if there's a limit to messing up the stickiness, pulling this thing backwards and forwards, but I hope not. I suppose it's not supposed to affect the stickiness, that's why it's on it. So if you haven't seen 5D painting before, are you interested in doing it now? Or if you've been wondering about it, has this made you say, yes, I want to do this? Or do you think we're a bunch of crazy idiots wanting to sit here and put little gemstones onto a canvas one by one? Either is perfectly normal. Right, let's just give them a push down. Okay, the next lot are going up over here, so I think I'm going to change the angle of the camera, so just bear with me a minute because I'm going to need to move. Oh look, I just tipped the wax glue into my beads. That was really clever because I'm sure you can imagine they all stuck. One in there. There we go. See, at the moment it's only missing one little bit. Is it going to focus? There. See? Well, for a second it focused. You could see there's just the one little bit where I took my one little glue out. I'm going to put that there instead of in my bead pot, which clearly was a bad idea. So I'm going to put my bead pot over this side and move my camera. Ooh, sorry, you're getting a little dizzy here. Move my camera that way. So we're doing these here now. So hopefully you can see that. My camera's currently waving at me because it says you've gone over your 20 minutes. But I've discovered recently that if you go over it, it doesn't matter. It just starts a whole new recording without me having to do anything. Now whether it does it more than once is a different matter, but I suppose we'll find out soon, won't we? So I think we might be alright for a bit more glue at the moment, but we'll find out. Let's put some more white beads in because I'm going to need a few more. It's a good job the colours in the pots next to these ones are completely different colours because I keep dropping them in it. So at the moment there's white in them on grey and black. But they're easy to spot, so it should be easy to pop them back out again. Right. Hopefully that will do the job for the minute. So I'll lock them back up so if I drop it they don't fall everywhere, because anyone knows me knows that's quite possible that I would. Okay, so I'm going to pull it down from this side this time and do it from there. So we're just doing up around here and a few there. So let's start with these ones up here, I think. Move that back a bit because I keep catching my hand. Squish them down. Sorry about the rustling, I hope that doesn't bother you too much. I know some of you it does. I like it because I'm weird. Okay, so now we're just going to do these ones here, and then that might be all of the ones done, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so I finished this bit and then I think we're going to call it quits for a little while. No doubt my iPad could do with recharge and having it being filmed for this long. And probably best if I recharge my actual camera, because otherwise that might bitch at me like it did yesterday when I planned on doing this at the first start. Not yesterday, Friday when it arrived. Shake something up. I think doing all the numbers first is actually the easier way to do it, because I don't have to keep tipping the excess beads away while I grab new ones. At least this way I can do all the ones, then I can put them all away before grabbing the next ones. Whereas if I had to keep switching colours, it could get quite annoying. All that bead swatching takes valuable actual making time away. And we don't want to waste time on non-needless stuff when we could be making. So has anyone else got the Rings of Change blanket to do now after seeing Randy's? Nope, totally get after seeing Kim's blanket that she did, and if you check out her Ravelry, she's done a few of them. They're so pretty. But I definitely want to do another one, and I kind of want to do some of the other ones this lady's wrote. Is this a lady or is it a man? I don't know. Whoever it was that wrote this, I'm really enjoying it, and I've seen some of the other ones that have been done, and I kind of really want to do them. Ugh, got one in the wrong place. Can we make it move? Can I pick it up with my nail? I hope I'm not pulling out all the stickiness for this. I'll go and find some tweezers later and get it off that way. Definitely going to need some more glue on this soon. But I'm hoping we can get to the end of this before I need glue, because we're very near the end of the number ones now. If you like unicorns, you should check out Nathan's unicorn if you're recording. Oh no, I hope it carried on for long enough. I don't know how long it stopped recording for. But anyway, you can see what's been done so far. So we've got the white up here, and then the unicorn highlight, and then along here in these bits here they've all been done, and the odd one sat in here for no apparent reason. So we will come back and do the number 2s later. Okay, so hi all. So I've done some work on the blanket today. After I finished filming the 5D thing. Sorry, this is wobbling for you. For some reason it's wobbling on my arm. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, so I've done some of the blanket, but as we went up to my mother-in-law's for dinner, I couldn't take it with me because there's obviously a lot of colours and a lot of balls and way too much transport it, besides it's now out. So I started on the corner to corner Christmas tree for the next square for the crochet along and for my mum's blanket. So I'll be doing 2 of them. So done this much so far, but I've realised I've made a mistake, so I'll be ripping it back a bit again, but you'll be able to get the gist of what I've done anyway. So hold on, get it the right way around, that way around. So yeah, I've done that bit, but I've made a slight mistake, so I will be ripping back a row or 2 just to fix it. Don't know if you can tell the colour properly. This is the lightest of the purples I've been using in the blanket. And then that blue there is one I used to make the jumpers, and then the green is a New Fashion acrylic yarn, and the orange is also a New Fashion acrylic yarn. So my thing's having a problem with focus today. I don't know what's going on with it, but anyway, so yeah, that's what I've got done on that. So obviously I'm going to have to redo a bit, but I'll have 2 of them done eventually. But I managed to get a few rows. Well, I think I'm on the 3rd row after what I showed you yesterday. So I think I was on the first of the yellows yesterday, wasn't I? I can't remember. I think it was the first of the yellows, and I'm now done both yellows, and I'm on the aqua after it, so like that. Is it gonna focus? I don't think the stitches are focusing too well today, but you can see what it looks like. And I can gently do this one up on the camera. It's getting along. So it's getting there. I actually have a photo took just before I was doing this bit here. So it's just of these. I haven't done this bit on it. I have a photo of that. So I'll include the photo in it, and that's spread out on my floor. I'll do the single photo, and then I'll do another photo after which has got the Pringles on it, just including the Pringles so you can see the size until I work out where my rulers are, because I still haven't found them. So yeah, I didn't get any more of the 5D painting done because daylight just disappeared, so I will be doing more of that tomorrow. I'll work out where the number 2s are, and I think I'm going to stick to doing it number by number, just so that I can keep track of what I've done and what I haven't done. I think it'd be easier for me, rather than just doing a little section at a time. I think it's just going to be the best bet. So yeah, yeah, there's not much to report. I didn't do a vlog yesterday, and I'm really sorry about that, guys, but, excuse me, sorry. When we had to go to town in the morning, and I used my power chair, which was great, coped really well. In the rain it still managed to cope. I was a little worried because we are supposed to keep it out of the rain. It says it can handle the rain long enough for you to get it out of the rain, whereas I just rode around in the rain. but it seemed to cope fine. There doesn't seem to be any problems with it. So, but yeah, we went to a couple of places and then came home. But by the time we come home, I was absolutely shattered and in quite a lot of pain. So I actually ended up just going and having a bath. And then once I got out of the bath, I did a bit on the blanket, and I was too tired to do a vlog. So I know that means I've missed 2 days of the Vlogentines, but I'm not going to make myself ill doing them, and I'm sure you lot understand. So I just showed you what I've done today. Tomorrow I'm hoping to have more done on the tree and on the blanket. And I will try to do, if we can get some daylight and it's not pouring down with rain, I'll try to do some more on the 5D painting as well, so we can see that as well. I think that's about it. So I'm going to say bye for now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.